about the Chord Buddy, not only is it so easy to use, it's also an instant party. And let me prove that to you for a second. You like big and rich music? You want to come on the road with us? You want to be in a band? If you got a Chord Buddy and you can push the red button and the blue button, you can play Save a Horse Ride a Cowboy. Check this out. Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. Red button, I buy the bar a double round of Crown. Everybody is getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. Red button, and I saddle up my horse. Blue button, now I ride into the city. Red button, make a lot of noise. Blue button, cause the girls they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Woo! Party time with the Chord Buddy. Get you.
Well, Travis, that's as easy as music gets.
It don't get much easier than that. In fact, I was at Talladega this past weekend, and actually they played that clip on the main video screen where all the people watch the race. They actually played that clip on the big screen at Talladega this weekend.
That's incredible. I love it. What fun.
Yep.
Well, tell us what's going on this week with Chord Buddy. What do you guys got going on?
We are getting, Scott, we are getting so pumped up for fourth quarter. We're getting ready. Came in today and I see the piles of Chord Buddies being made. Every single Chord Buddy is made right here in Dothan, Alabama, about 40 feet from me, right out there. And we're making them. In fact, I saw the pallet already in place that's already got Amazon stuck on.
Yeah, Amazon makes it easy. We've got, there's just, there's so much. We've got the Chord Buddy highlighted in the carousel. And if you have a guitar in the closet, under the bed, Travis, you mentioned last week, what percentage of households have an unplayed music instrument
80%.
in their house?
8 out of 10 households have a musical instrument in it, and it's probably unplayed.
Yep, and it's unplayed. So take that guitar out of that guitar your granddad had, or your father played, or maybe you bought for yourself that you thought, I'm going to learn to play guitar. Put a Chord Buddy on it. We've got the Chord Buddy right in the carousel there. And so, Travis, we saw John Rich there playing. He was playing with just 2 buttons. But show us how this Chord Buddy works.
Yeah. So thought I would get a different guitar today. This is actually our Sunburst model that you can find on Amazon. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
That is a gorgeous look.
And this is actually, if you see this right here, I left this on here for a reason. When you buy this, we do and don't pull this off sometime, but if you get it and it looks like there's something going on here, it's just a protective covering to keep the pick guard from getting scratched. A lot of people, we try to pull them off just because that seems to be what's better. But so I want to do a Christmas song. We actually played. This is one song we played on stage. Who all knows that song? I mean, probably the most identifiable 4 notes in the history of music. But I do need to do one thing, Scott. What do I always say every time you play?
You got a tune. You got a tune.
I'm not much off, but I'm a little bit off. And guys, I'm using the Chord Buddy tuner right here. It's when it's green, you're in tune. When it's red, you need to stop. I'll make it go red. See it? It says stop. That means you're going to pop your string.
Yep.
Back up to green and go. something just a little flat on all of them. And here's the thing, guys. Your guitar is going to go out of tune every day. When it starts holding in tune, then it's time to change the strings. Isn't that right, Scott?
Absolutely. Yeah. The string, they're metal, and metal stretches.
Listen, the strings are metal. The guitars, you can hear that, are wood. So they expand, they shrink. The strings stretch and shrink, so they go out of tune. So every day. Now we're perfect. So what did I want to do?
You get the weather changing.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, the weather changes. It gets warmer, colder, humid. You turn the air conditioning on, you turn the air conditioning off. So tune every day, just like Travis said. You saw how quick it is.
Oh yeah, it takes under 20 seconds just to check all your tuning. But there's a misconception that a good guitar won't go out of tune. Well, it won't. What they're talking about is the actual keys, the tuning keys. Let me show you the back of that. The actual tuning keys moving, on their own, so to speak. That doesn't happen with our guitars. We've never had a case of that happening. So guitars do go out of tune just because strings stretch. It's not the guitar, it's just the strings stretching. So understand that. So let's do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm going to teach this as simple as I can. You're going to start with the blue. And on the blue, guys, you strum all 6 strings. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny. Then you go to red, okay? Actually, I'm going to play it with the proper fingers, your ring finger. And you're going to pick the 4th string and strum. No, and if you ever saw it, you would even, back to blue, say it glows. I'm going to do it with my pinky. All of the other reindeer used to laugh, call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Now all the reindeer love him as he comes out with me. Rudolph, red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Can you imagine?
Well, Travis, that's
your
fabulous.
child, are you opening up this on Christmas morning and playing that song instantly? Gosh, what memories.
I've got that highlighted in the carousel. I've got the Christmas edition, which includes the Chord Buddy learning system, the songbook. Everything shows up except the guitar. You do have to have a guitar. So let me scroll over here and add the combo in here, the Chord Buddy combo, which includes the award-winning Perry guitar, which is what you're playing, and you can get it in the Sunburst, which is just a beautiful finish, right? It just adds a little bit of style.
And when you say award-winning, Scott, that's just not words. That's for real. Our line of guitars won Best Bang for the Buck from NAM, the National Association of Music Merchants and Manufacturers, in 2000 and either 14 or 15. I guess I need to look that back up. And we still have that declaration to this day. Best bang for the buck, guys. Every guitar that leaves Chord Buddy in Dothan, Alabama, I have personally play tested for you. Every day I come in and I open these guitars up. I give them a 7-point inspection. I tune every one of them. I play every one of them. I check the bridge. I check the heel. I check up here. I check the nut. I check the string height. If it needs adjusting, we have a place. You can see that hole right there. That's actually a metal truss rod, and it's a positive negative truss rod, Scott. Only the high-end guitars have that. But I chose to have that put in my guitars so that you can not only do the neck this way if you want to. You can do the neck that way. So hopefully you never have to deal with that. But if you do, I've already taken care of it for you.
Yeah, you know, Travis, I was just thinking that is one of the things that you really only do find in upper end guitars. Normally, they just carve the wood for the neck and attach it to the body, and that's it, and hope that it works. And that's what you're going to find if you buy a cheap guitar, entry level guitar. But with the Chord Buddy, you've got the best bang for the buck. You've got an adjustable neck, and if you buy the whole thing, you've got the Chord Buddy learning system, the tuner, picks, the songbook, everything you need. And there's other songbooks you can get, like the Christmas songbook, and then the pop songbook. And then you have other songbooks as well. There's one that comes with the kit. And then there's volume 2, volume 3, hundreds of songs, color coded. But Travis, let's talk about what it means when we say Chord Buddy is a learning system.
Yeah. And so a lot of people see this, Scott, and they really don't get it. And I get that. I mean, if I just saw a picture of this, you know, what is it? Is it a game? So Chord Buddy is a device, attaches to the neck of your guitar literally in about 5 seconds. I mean, I can take it off and on in under 5 seconds. Each finger has its own button. So you want pinky to play blue. You want ring finger red. Middle finger's green. And then yellow is the index finger. So you start off, Scott, by learning your strumming patterns. Don't worry about the chords. The Chord Buddy is going to make the chords for you, just like the training wheels hold a kid upright and allow him to ride a bicycle before he knows how to ride a bicycle. Same with Chord Buddy. You're playing the guitar before you've learned how to play. Don't worry, we're going to teach you every chord so you no longer need the Chord Buddy. That's the goal. So after you learn your rhythms, here's what you do. You literally start removing each tab.
That's amazing.
And now you're playing. I'm going to put it back in it so you can tell the sound is exactly the same. Listen. That's with the tab. Now I'm going to make it myself. Exactly the same. So if we go back to Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you had, now you're playing that chord. And Scott, that is the whole purpose, is that you wean yourself off of this stair step at the time, just like removing training wheels from your kid's bicycle. You raise them up until he no longer needs it. You remove these tabs until you've removed them all, and you're on your own having fun. You've donated the Chord Buddy to someone you know or love, or send it back to us, and we'll donate it back to Wounded Warriors or Guitars for Vets that we're part of in your name. And that's what it's all about, Scott.
That's what changed the whole story on Shark Tank. So you were a Shark Tank winner. You got to deal with Robert Herjavec, but you walked in to Chord Buddy, walked into Shark Tank with Chord Buddy, and you were showing them how it worked. And Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, said, "Are you really learning anything? You're just pushing a button." And then you said, "That's the question I've been waiting for."
Oh, the thing is, I've been in business all my life. I've been in boardrooms. I've been in negotiations. And here's what I knew from Shark Tank. And I'd studied Shark Tank. I'd watched every episode in preparing to go. I knew I had to convince Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. I knew I had to convince him that Chord Buddy was not a cheat. It wasn't a crutch. It wasn't anything to hold you back. It is merely the best training tool for a guitar that's ever been invented. That's what it is. But I know that, but Kevin didn't know that, and the Sharks didn't know that. So I start playing, I'm doing the, and Kevin goes, oh, well, that's all cool, but you're just pushing buttons. You're just pushing buttons. You're not really learning to play. I knew that question had to come. When it came, I went, the question I've been waiting for. And then here's what I said on TV with Shark Tank, live that night. You're right. It is a cheat unless it does this. And when I did that, every jaw dropped, not only on stage, Scott, but probably in America that was watching.
Right.
And then he went, now. I mean, it was so crazy to see once they saw that, okay, this isn't a cheater, it isn't a crutch. It's a path to learning to play that's better than anything we've ever seen. They went nuts. And the frenzy began. The Shark Tank frenzy began.
And you brought Robert Herjavec up because he said that when he was riding in the car with his daughters, every time that rock riff came on, he wanted to be a rock star. And you said, I can teach you to play guitar right. I can get you playing guitar right now, guaranteed.
Yep.
And he came up and he put that guitar on, put the strap over his shoulder, and used the Chord Buddy learning system. And it's not just pushing a button; it is a learning system because as you just said, you're learning how to strum, which is one skill in itself. And then you're strengthening your fingers and you're getting used to coordinating the creation of the chord using the system and strumming. And, I know because I learned how to play guitar the old fashioned way. Sore fingers, buzzy, not remembering the chord, and then taking forever to change from one chord to the next. Because I'd put one finger down, another finger down, another finger. Oh, now I played a D. And then, what's the G? Oh, put a finger here, put a finger here, put a finger here.
Yep.
Oh, ukulele. This is so much fun, Travis. I'm going to highlight the ukulele, the all-in-one combo. That is a $149.95 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
How does that work,
And I
Travis?
can't believe that myself. I'll be honest. I really can't. But let's talk a little bit about uke. I was telling Jake, who's our plant manager here, I really enjoy teaching uke as much. I'm going to be careful how I say it, if not more, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes than guitar. Here's why. It's so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
$149. It's so easy to handle. It go in your backpack. It'll go in your. I have two. Literally, I have two in my vehicle right now. No guitars, but two ukuleles. It's so easy to play. The rules aren't the same. And what I mean on guitar, if you're playing a D chord, well, you have to target certain strings to strum and certain strings not to hit at all. Right. With ukulele in the beginning, it's all the strings all the time. Don't worry about what strings. Plus, see this little blue dot? So this is a C. This is a C chord. Mm-hmm. Play all of them. This is an F chord. You're going to leave. And listen, you don't need a tab for a one-fingered chord. Some people's ask that. They say, well, chord buddy don't make it. Well, you don't need a tab if it's a one-fingered chord. So we just give the dot so that's, and then that's the F. This is the G. On guitar, it's a D. But on ukulele, because it's the D shape like that. But on the ukulele, it's a G chord. Don't get bogged down in the weeds. That's just know that. So if we go back to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. So all the songs that you can play on guitar, you can play on ukulele. Actually, what you'll get this book right here. Yeah. That with all of these songs. This is what I call the little backpack or campfire song book that's got the chords and the strum patterns. See there? It's got how many times you strum. Then when you move up to the main song book, then all of these songs are in it. Oh, the glare's got us there. There you go.
Wow.
And
Dozens
again,
and dozens of songs right there.
oh, 100, over 100. So, and you just follow the colors and change, and guys, you're making memories and you're having fun.
You know, Travis, I know that Christmas is coming for folks. I've been watching television with my wife at night, and they're already advertising the Hallmark Christmas movies.
You know, it's earlier and earlier every year. I was in DG just yesterday, and they got the Halloween stuff, Christmas stuff, right down, you know. So. But listen, I'm glad because we make a lot of people happy during Christmas because that's our season for Chord Buddy, whether it be for ukulele or for guitar. That's sort of our people love to give musical instruments and musical products at Christmas. They even like to buy them for themselves. So we're gearing up for a huge, huge Christmas this year. We want you to give the gift of music by giving a Chord Buddy product to someone that you love.
Well, I just think that's great, Travis. You know, you've got Christmas songs in the ukulele songbook. So if people buy the combo, everything shows up. You've got an instrument that will be in your house that won't be unplayed because you'll be able to play.
Well, and I'll guarantee it. People don't believe this, Scott. I have a phone right here, landline phone. I talk to people just like you every day that's having an issue. You know how easy it is to get me, the inventor of Chord Buddy? Send me an email to Travis@chordbuddy.com. Give me your phone number and I'll call you back. That's how easy it is, you know.
Yeah, you know, if people do have that guitar in their house, they pull it out and they wonder, would a Chord Buddy fit on this one? I'm going to tell people, get a little ruler, put the ruler across the neck, right at the top where the strings get close to the tuners, and take a picture and email it to Travis.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to explain here's the quickest, and let's go over some definitions. So, you know, this is the headstock tuning keys. These metal things right here that go vertically up and down, they're called frets. This white thing here, it can be made out of plastic or it can be made out of bone, actually animal bone. This is called the nut. So you need to measure from the nut to the third fret. Say that again, from the nut to the 1, 2, 3, third fret. If it measures 4 inches, the nut to the third fret measures 4 inches, we are good. If it measures 3.5, you have a short scale, half-size guitar. It will not work. It may not be a half-size body, but it's a short scale neck. So if it measures 3.5 inches, 3.5, it will not work. So most guitars, though, around 80 to 90% of guitars made in the world, it will work on. But just take 2 seconds and measure from the nut to the third fret, 4 inches, we're good. And if you have a problem, email me. Just email me at Travis@chordbuddy.com, and I'll get on the phone with you. I'll do a Zoom call, send me a picture, whatever. We'll figure it out.
You know, that's what I love, Travis, is that you actually do business the old-fashioned way. And when you were on Shark Tank, you said, you know, our area has been hit with a lot of job losses. And
me included.
They're saying you got to have this made overseas somewhere, but you were adamant to have it made there in Alabama, and Chord Buddy is made in the USA. It's all assembled right there. Just not that many feet from where you're sitting right now.
About 40 feet. They're putting these together right now, sending them out to Amazon every day so that you can have a great Christmas, or someone you love can. That's for sure.
And the injection molding is done right there. You can drive right over to the factory and watch those things being put out of the injection molding machines right there in Alabama.
Yep, right here in Dothan, Alabama. Yep.
And then
we moved to another plant in Columbia, Alabama, which is literally 10 miles up the street, but to another plant so we can keep up.
And you answer the phone like old school business.
I'm surprised I haven't answered it here already on the show.
Well, it's early today. Travis, what was the first song that you learned how to play on guitar when you were a little boy and started to learn?
Wow, here it is. Tell me the tale that to me were so dear, long, long ago, long, long ago. Sing me the song that you're longing to hear, long, long ago, long, long ago. That's the first song my mother taught me, Scott.
Yeah.
Long, long ago, first song. And then the first picking song my mother taught me, and I probably can't play it here, but was Wild.
Well, I'm going to say that was with a C and a G chord.
Yes. So you were
playing that song, which is
right. That was in the key that we use the C and the G, which on Corby that would be blue. That would be the green and the blue, green and blue. Now you can do that same. You can do the same thing in G. We could change. Let me put this on it so I can explain it better.
And we're going to see just how quick it is to go and add a chord buddy onto a guitar. There's just one little screw, a little nut that you put on there, tighten up, and there it is.
Tell me the tale that to me were so dear, long, long ago, long, long ago. So that was using the green and the blue. Somebody says, well, that's not in the right key form. Well, my nose is itching. When your nose itches, what's old saying, Scott? I wish my nose was running money, but it's not. I've got
3 puns on Chord Buddy tier on Amazon Live.
So if I want to do it in a different key, so that's not pitched right for me. Well, I can come to the D. See how low I am now?
Oh, yeah.
Tell that to me were so dear, long, long ago, long, long ago.
You got to put on your.
voice, Beth. See,
I was going to say that you got to put on your Johnny Cash voice for that one.
Now I could get up there for that. You know, tell me the tale that to me. Just a little bit high for me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would prefer to do it in the key of C. Tell me the tales that to me were so dear. So my point with that is, so you can take a song that's in a different key. It may suit your voice better to play it in a different key rather than G. Mm-hmm. And for if they're 2-chord songs or some 3-chord songs, you can do that with Chord Buddy.
Well, that's pretty good. And then you played "Amazing Grace," the old hymn on Shark Tank, and I believe that was one of your mother's favorite songs.
It was her number one. She had a lot of favorite. This is one of her favorite here. I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate. Just be ready, faithful pilgrim. You won't have that long to wait. I will meet you in the morning. That was her second favorite. But her favorite, and I did this on Shark Tank with Robert Herjavec, and he played it, was start with your pinky on blue. Amazing grace, the greenhouse tree. Back to blue, the sound that saved a wretch, the D, red like me. Back to G, blue. I once was lost, green, but now back to blue. I'm found. Yellow. Was blind. That's an E minor. Isn't that beautiful chord? Was blind to red, but now green I see. Thank God for that. That was
beautiful.
our favorite song. And one of mine. I love Amazing Grace. Thank goodness.
Oh, it is it is a great song. I highlighted in the carousel the package that you refer to as the crazy deal, because that includes the Chord Buddy learning system, which has the Chord Buddy unit, which attaches to your guitar, the lesson plan, which is a 2-month lesson plan, which takes you from strumming a song today to with the Chord Buddy all the way through in 2 months where you're not using the Chord Buddy anymore. It's got the songbook with so many songs. You could run your own concert with that book. You want to put on a concert for the neighbors. You got a 2-hour concert right there in that book. And then the tuner. And we started today's broadcast with that right there. That tuner. Let's get you big here. That Chord Buddy tuner, that's got a patented string break technology on there as you're tuning. And this digital tuner works off the vibrations. So you just click it to the head of the guitar, click the string. You don't need to push any buttons other than to turn it on. And then as you start to tune that, it's just going
one button off.
Yep.
One button on.
Yellow, it's not in tune. Green, it's in tune. Red, stop turning that key. You're going to break a string. And so for $57.95, people can be playing a guitar as soon as it gets delivered, which it's on Amazon. So you can get it just in a couple of days. You could be playing this weekend. People can be playing music this weekend with Chord Buddy.
Scott, you can order today and be playing tomorrow.
That's
Forget
true.
This weekend. I mean, like most people have an Amazon shipping facility. Scott, we have a brand new one in Dothan, literally about 3 miles from us. All of my 99% of my Amazon orders come from that facility. There are very few people that can't. If you order right now, you will be playing tomorrow. I promise you that as soon as you get it.
That's true. So we got I'm going to highlight the whole package here: the guitar, the tuner, the learning system picks, the learning book, the song book, everything right there. $2.99. Get that delivered. You can get that tomorrow. Travis, it was funny because I needed to get a black shirt for church. So this Sunday, all the guys are wearing black with purple ties. I bought a whole box full of ties, so I'll be wearing ties. Well, I didn't have a black shirt. And I said, well, this morning I got on Amazon. They said, if you order now, it can be here this afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got a facility close to in Waco there somewhere, and we've got
here in Waco. They just started drone delivery. They started drone delivery with they were testing it down in College Station, and now they're just implementing that here in Waco. I haven't seen an Amazon drone yet, but I look forward to seeing that happen.
I tell you, I was just saying last night, it's a good time in history to be alive.
Oh, you're not kidding.
It really
best time ever.
It is. It's the best time ever. If you can't do something now, whether it's learn ukulele or learn guitar or anything, it's your own fault because it's out there. People like inventors like me are making things easier for you every day. It's my passion. It's my passion. It's my passion that you learn to play the guitar or ukulele.
Well, and I'm gonna go back to that ukulele, the all-in-one package that people can do. This is, to me, Travis, unbelievable. that you can get the ukulele, the ukulele system to play. You can get the songbook, the lesson book, and everything for such a low price, $149.95, and that'll show up tomorrow, and people can be playing music. They can be singing songs just like you were playing Rudolph. Imagine being a grandpa and having your grandkids come over at Christmas, and you pull out from behind the sofa a little ukulele and you sing for them Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Or what about this one? Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
There we go.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandma, we believe. Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
You know, when Grandma is out of the room, you can you get the kids learning to sing that, and they go, and you go, Grandpa taught us a song. Let's we want to sing it for you. We want to perform.
We learned a song for you, Grandma.
Love to perform.
Yeah. Grandma got run over by the whole family singing.
Hey, Travis, I know you've got a lot of Chord Buddies to build because the Amazon orders keep coming. And
I just got a knock on the door. I've got to go out and help pack up. Kim had to run to the doctor to get a shot.
Okay, well,
work, so.
Kim is out there with those nimble fingers. So putting together Chord Buddy, she is the elf out there putting those things together right in Dothan, Alabama. Chord Buddy, made in USA. Shark Tank winner Travis Perry. Hey, Travis, I'm just going to say thank you. We'll be back next week for more. And I encourage people, send an email to travis@chordbuddy.com and say, Travis, next week on Amazon Live, I want you to play and name that song. Name a Beatles song. Name a Bob Dylan song. The movie came out earlier this year with Bob Dylan. There's a lot of songs you can play. A lot of Bob Dylan songs, a lot of rock and roll.
And the movie, Bruce Springsteen movie is out.
Maybe next week, Travis, let's do a Springsteen song.
All right. Deal. Next week will be Bruce Tuesday.
All right, Travis. We will see you next week.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. Hey guys, Travis here from Chord Buddy. As promised.